welcome to live stream 82. I missed everyone. Last week. Had a good Easter though. Visited familia and just enjoyed the holiday. My daughters look forward to it every year, so we had a good time. I hope everybody else, if you do celebrate that holiday, had a good one. It's good to be back. If you would hit ye old button of love as you're making your way in the door, I would appreciate it. You know the one that, you know, gives it. Give me a minute. I'm getting back up to speed. I got to get back up to speed. It's been a couple of weeks. We got a full slate here. Got a lot to covar. All right, let's see who's here. Who we got? Hiya's Radios is with us. Limelight, you're here. You made it. Yo, yo, yo. Butch Magnum is here. Finally, I'm back. Barry, of course. Barry is here. It's very good to see you, son. I won't. I don't even have my dad joke book up here. I need to get it, though, before the stream's over. There it is. Got to get at least one good old dad joke in. Who else? Oh, Angus is here. Hello. Was out in the bright sunlight testing a box of old light meters. A whole box of light meters. I have quite a few of those old light meters. Yeah, these ones. One of these days, maybe we'll talk about these because you know they still do a pretty good job. I have a bunch of these things. They're so easy to find and cheap, and Westons, and I don't know, they're all the different brands. But anyway, yeah, nothing new, sadly. Radios. What? Who else we got? Jeffrey. I see Jeffrey. Hello. Fifth. You were fifth. Michael is here. Hello, Mike. It's always good to see you, my friend. This is a... I don't even know what brand that is. That's Russian. Oh, this must have... I think this one came with... I don't know. You got me on this little tangent, Angus. This one, I think, came with my Zenit cores. See, it's a... I don't really want to pull the cord out, but see the back there? Bit of Russian writing that I don't really speak. It's very simple, very plasticky. It's not heavy like the... did I have it upside down? No. Like the Weston meters. But anyway, let's move on. Ah! It's already been a year since I was 5 miles away from an EF4 tornado. Wow. On time, Bonnie! Me or you? I know you're not talking about me. It must be you. Oh, well, odd. We both blanked the same phrase. We both... Oh, said. I'm thinking you mean said the same phrase. Did I say greetings all? Oh, yeah, I must have. Jeffrey, good afternoon. All been raining here and a bit cold. Definitely not cold here. Right now we are, well, it's mostly cloudy, but it's still pretty nice out. 84 degrees Fahrenheit. 84 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm here. Let's get this party started. Jim Cahill is here. Jim and I had some messaging back and forth for a bit yesterday. We do a lot of messaging. Look who's here. Katie. Hi, Katie. It's good to see you. Jack is here. Yes. My old buddy Jack. My Florida pal. Radio says it's supposed to be stormy tomorrow, but the worst of it should stay to the east. Hopefully not to the southeast. 70 degrees Fahrenheit and bright, sunny, sunlight, blue skies. That's the best kind. 70 degrees is primo. Not what I had last year, thank goodness. No, don't do that again. Hey, Travis is here. Made it. Hey, buddy. F5.6 in Waldoboro, Maine. Gordon's here. Hello, Gordon. I would go. I haven't really spent a whole lot of time outside. I did go out there. Yesterday, my wife and I, it's so funny. You guys will laugh at me. I didn't even take pictures, but we get these big white ibis birds. IBIS. Look them up. And they hang out in my front yard, and there was one out there yesterday, and they got these long beaks, and they just jam them down in the ground and pull bugs out and eat them. And we stood out there probably for 15 solid minutes just staring and watching this bird work about a 2-foot radius of my yard. We don't want them to leave because they're getting the bugs out of the yard. I don't know what had anything to do with what we're talking about. Nice Fujifilm t-shirt. I think that's a Russian camera. I think we went over this before. By the way, is the audio okay? I did finally manage to realize I had always had noise canceling on, and I think the noise canceling was causing an echoey kind of weirdness in a lot of my regular long form videos too. So I finally turned that off. So hopefully the audio is good. Hopefully. Whoa. Hopefully I'm not busting your eardrums, because this ear today is wonky. I don't know. Mike, sounds like you are coming through on room mic. Oh, am I? Is this one not connected? It's showing on here. There's my receiver. You guys see the receiver bouncing? Can you guys hear this? Because if I am, I guess we're just have to roll with it, but I don't understand why. Everything's plugged in. Okay, well, we'll figure it out. It was like my birthday. Nothing happened. Oh, was it your birthday? Happy birthday. Mine is tomorrow. Did you film Easter activities? Well, here's the thing. I did, yes. A little bit. We didn't do a lot. We just hung out outside and whatnot at my stepmother's house. So I did some filming, and I'm going to show you. I have a couple films I want to show you guys. Yes, I did. I used this. We'll get to that in a minute. Evening. Oh, hey, Super Cindy's here. Spent afternoon developing 100 feet of Fomapan 100R Super 8 reversal. Came out well. Yes. 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 You did it in reversal too, right? You almost have to with that stuff. Katie says, yes, Easter was nice. Visited mom and stepdad. Awesome. Pound that like button like 1980s raunchy. Oh, I can always count on you, Travis. You and Jeffrey and Mike. Flying oh, Mike. I still have a selenium light meter from the 30s that works well. I got it at a thrift store a year, but yeah, they're really inexpensive, and they do work well most of the time. You got to double check them. Hey, Rich is here. How are you, buddy? I know you're in between places. You talked to me. I even wrote it on here. I have a lot of emails to get to, guys. I got so many emails the last week that I'm trying to get to them all. So if you emailed me and I haven't responded yet, I really apologize. I'm doing my best. It's been a little nutty. And don't forget, I have 2 kids and a wife and house and all of the other things going on. So I do my best. But I'm usually quicker at emails than... Sorry. Some of them have been waiting for a couple days. Rich, I hope you're good. I hope that works out for you. Don't worry about we worry about your personal life. We will get to your film whenever you get it to me. That's okay. That's okay. It's really not that big of a deal. There's still a couple others that we're waiting on, Entity and Russell Cleve. So you're not the only one. Hey, Gorilla's here. Ook ook. Hi guys. Angus says, Soviet light meters never fail. And they are never wrong. I picked up an old Taconic light meter for $5, never used, works perfectly. That's the best kind. There's the other brand I was looking for, Taconic. I have a digital one too. It's older, 90s I believe, but it works great too. But most of the time I just use my phone. The light meter apps on your phone are pretty darn reliable, and you always have it with you, and you don't have to carry another piece of equipment, although it's nice if you throw a light meter in your camera bag just to have it. That's me, Jack. Nice day to worship some Ektachrome or resurrect some dead Kodachrome. And I am going, I am so excited, you guys, to show you, not today, but I have a video coming out really soon. It's almost done. I shot the opener, I shot some filming. We had a lot of fun. I'm going to talk about it in a minute, but it has something to do with Kodachrome, and I'm really excited to show you guys. Travis, but yeah, I don't know. Am I starting to see Kodachrome in a new light? Am I shifting gears? I don't know. We'll see. Still need to finish Kodachrome 25 in the magazine. Cynic Kodak, get on it. Ibis Bird. Yeah, those things are so awesome. They just can hear you okay. But you know what I think you might hear? Well, there's reverb. Yeah, I still don't understand this mic all that bad, but all that well. Can't hear wireless, not hearing the tap. Okay, so I don't know what's happening. Sorry, guys. You know what you guys are hearing? Let me turn it off. You're hearing my air conditioner. I did fix it. Hold on one second. Let's sort this out real quick. Real quick. I have no idea why this is not. I don't know. I don't know why this microphone is not working. Put it on level 2. Everything's connected. I will say, everything was a little wonky today. Is that better as far as the ambient noise? I know we may have to just deal with this today, the over the air, until I can sort out why it's not coming through this. But let me skip to the bottom. It's working now. Oh, this is working now? Of course, why not? You know? Yeah, I don't, maybe I just didn't have it plugged in all the way. Maybe it popped out. Okay, so I know it's working now. Sounds like it's in the other room. Volume is down overall, no worries. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I have it set up just like I did a couple weeks ago. Seems to be working now, a little quiet. Well, let's, you know, we can bump the levels up a little, but I'm really peaking over here on my meter. It'll be working now a little quiet. All right, well, we'll leave it for now. Now the mic is working, Mike. Now it's working. All right, we're not going to worry too much about that. As long as you guys can read lips, you guys will be able to follow. So let me talk about a couple of things very quick. And I'm so sorry, guys. I know I skipped some. I hate skipping messages here, but Mike's birthday. Did not get present. Runs to eBay. Aeroflex 416 16mm for $85,000. How about a late card? It's not my birthday yet. Thank you, Radius. Okay, you like the bass? Boom. Better. Okay, better. All right, well, we're going to leave it for now. We're going to leave it. Is that staying warm? So, 6,000 subscribers we just hit. I am really stumped. Stunned. 6,000 we just hit in between the live streams, and I was just elated. So thank you all. If you're new, if you're a good old-fashioned lifer, then you guys already know how much I appreciate you. Is it bass or bass? Sounds like bass, but it's spelled bass. And 76 members now on our Filmboy24 community on Facebook, so that's fun and exciting. Oh, bass, like the fish. Phonetic. Bass. Is it real bass heavy? I'm going to worry about all this later. I don't know why it is so bass heavy, but I don't know. You guys know I'm so not a tech guy. I'm an analog guy, so anyway, yeah, radios, get over there. That's a fun group. We have a member in the Filmboy24 community on Facebook that just posted a photo of his new camera that's heading to him now. And Jim Cahill, I know you may or may not still be on here. I just got a message from Jim, but okay, good, Limelight. But he just posted a photo. His name's Tom, of his brand new, coming soon, it's on its way in the mail, his new Kodak Super 8 movie camera. Kodak Super 8. Now, there's lovers and there's haters, right? I happen to like the fact that there's a new Super 8 camera. I'm also in the same camp of, I wish it was, oh, does he have it now, Jim? He already got it. That's how he got the picture, duh. I'm also in the camp that I wish it was a tad cheaper. I'm in the 2,500 range for it. I think it would, it's a little high, but I think it's a start. Hopefully, maybe, although I don't know if they're going to sell enough of them to warrant them putting some more R&D into one that might be a little less expensive. The case even had the paper seal on it. It did, that's right. $5,000, still surprising. It is a little surprising to me, especially when they started working on it 10 or 12 years ago.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we were in the $1,000 to $1,200 range at that point. So I feel like I would be awesome. I'd love to have one. It's not really in my wheelhouse or my budget right now for a Super 8 camera. Oh, we disconnected and then reconnected. So we're fighting something today. I'm not positive what's going on, but I had laptop issues. I've had obviously mic issues, and now it's telling me that my OBS software disconnected, reconnected. My laptop was having trouble. Okay. Yeah, I know, Jim, but but inflation's crazy right now, so I'm just wondering. Yeah, radios. But man, it's just too pricey right now. For me, anyway. I mean, I'd love to have one, but I don't know that it's practical for me right now. And Jim kind of made a good point. It is based on inflation and based on what it would have been back in the day. I get it, but also the 814 auto zoom, you could probably, for that price, you could probably get about 12 or 14 of them in working condition. So, and they got millions of features, but I do like the fact of having a brand new working Super 8 camera. Thank you, Super Sandy, for that. I appreciate it. Radar unlimited getting is a Beaulieu. Yeah, maybe me too, radios. I don't know. Oof. I don't know what Super 8 camera I paid the most for, but we're going to move on. But if you want to see and talk to Tom about his Super 8 camera, get over there on the Filmboy28. Let's bring it down. The Filmboy24 community on Facebook. I want to do a members only live stream. I want to do a members only for a Bentley. I want to do a members only live stream. There are quite a few members in here right now. And I want to say thank you to our brand spanking newish member, Randy R. I'm not positive who Randy R is, but I'm super appreciative of you, Mr. Randy. So thank you very much for becoming a member. We will be doing a members only live stream tentatively Tuesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Tuesday, as in 2 days from now. I had so much fun, by the way, doing the last one. By the way, if you're not a member, that's okay. I still love you all exactly the same. Well, maybe a little less, but our last members live stream, and the members in here that were there can back me up on this, it went 2.5 hours. Yeah, membership has its privileges. I know, guys. You do it, I know, because you just want to support me, and I truly appreciate that. I haven't been the greatest at putting members-only content out, but I really had fun with that members-only live stream. So we're going to do another one. It flew by. I know. It was about a month ago. So please mark your calendars. This Tuesday, 2 days from now, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, I want to do another live stream. Members only. Okay, that was on my list of things to do. Look what I found when I was digging through some old Kodachrome 16 millimeter 100-foot rolls that I have. Tons of it. I'd say 100 rolls, maybe 50. So guess what I ran across? Well, first I ran across this Kodachrome 40 from 1977. This was just in the thing there, and it's got the band wrapped around the box. I don't even know why. I got to tell you, I bought a whole bunch of them on eBay a long time ago. So this might actually be exposed. I'm not positive if it's actually been exposed or not. It would be kind of cool if it hasn't been, or if it has been exposed. So I found this, but not only did I find this, but as I'm digging, check this out. I'm going to block the bottom. 16 millimeter Kodachrome 2, right? So it was just mixed in with all my other 16 millimeter, but upon closer inspection, is that too loud? Look at the bottom. Ooh, he says. Double Super 8. It's double Super 8. And this is from processed before February of 1972. So, February of 71. So, late 1970 is probably when this was made. Double Super 8. I only have one double Super 8 camera, and it doesn't really, I can't really use it. It'll take 100-foot rolls. It's this one. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's my Pathé. That's double Super 8, but it has some issues. The viewfinder is pieces are missing and whatnot. It runs beautifully, nice and smooth, but you can't see what you're shooting. So I don't know. Maybe I should put it in there and just adjust without even knowing what I'm looking at. Adjust the focus and see what we get. I don't know. I just thought this was. I didn't know they made this in Kodachrome in 1970. Yeah, one of the Scoopix, but I don't have one. Yeah, it would, Jim. Double Super 8, open. I don't know. Katie has a good point. Let me see if... Oh, my. I have not even opened this box, by the way. Can you see my thumb? Wow. It smells like rust. Let me show you the inner of the box. Woo. Okay, Rutrow is right, Mike. All right, we're going to do like we did last time. There's going to be all kinds of crumbs all over my desk, probably. We're going to open this Double Super 8. We probably won't open the can. It's still got the tape around it, so it hasn't been shot, but I don't think. Eesh, I don't want to get tetanus. You see the inside of the box? Look at that. I probably should have, well, it wasn't sealed, so it's okay. I was going to say I should have did an unbox, shoot, process, and display, or showcase. Look at that. That is rusted to pieces. But I will say this. You can't really smell through metal. I'm not superhuman. But maybe, just maybe, the film was protected in there. I don't know. Maybe it was protected. Time to shoot a haunted swamp movie. Ooh, that would be fun. It runs like a top, Jim. That's good. Well, then just, I think you should donate it to the cause. No, Jim's donated enough, believe me. It's the perfect setting for that if you need a swamp. You do. I know. Travis has got all kinds of good horror film settings where he lives. Speaking of horror, so it's not nitrite film. No, thankfully. Or nitrate film. Number 2 pencil. Angus and I were just talking about the number 2 pencil bit. It's about a fresh new pack of number 2 pencils. looks like chocolate. What would you have done if a palmetto You know what I would have done if a palmetto bug runs out? And for those of you that aren't in Florida, if you don't know what a palmetto bug is, think cockroach, only 3 times as big. And creepy and disgusting. Yeah, you would have seen me scream and cry like a 3rd grade schoolgirl. And run and throw things. You could split it down and load it into a... I could, yes. That's not a terrible idea. I have a few of those Russian-made reloadable cassettes. That is not a terrible idea, Super Cine. And I have a splitter. And I actually used that splitter yesterday on a roll of film that I'm going to show you today. Lightly handled, carefully stored, $400 firm. The person selling that Kodachrome, Travis, is still... They wanted like $2,500 for a single box of old Kodachrome, 16 millimeter, something stupid like that. But they've reduced their price to now only about $1,000. And I don't have the heart to email them and say it's still about $985 too high. I like gators too. Hey, Ben's here. How are you, buddy? I have a ton of horror settings and sets too. I run a local haunted attraction. Where are you at, Gorilla? We may have to make a visit. House centipede. Those things are gross too. Hello, Ben. I'm the sworn arch enemy of palmetto bugs. In there, you got bow and arrow, something to get rid of I don't know, small gauge gun. Palmetto bugs are just disgusting. House centipedes are actually good for your house. They stalk and eat nasty bugs. We have a couple of the little tiny spiders. I get them on my windowsill sometimes in the bathroom when the light. But then you see little ants that are dead. So my wife is sworn to never kill another spider. I don't like spiders. I just don't like bugs. But they kill ants. And I like ants a lot less than I like spiders. How do we get on that topic? Oh, you're in Auburn. All right. Well, I've always been wanting to do maybe a meetup somewhere around Rochester. Maybe go to Kodak or something. It would be kind of fun. I still want to shoot a horror movie in Super 8 or 16 millimeter. APE Productions Fright Night Mansion. Oh, is that what you do? Is that yours or is that where you work? That's pretty awesome. APE Productions Fright Night Mansion. APE. Remember that, guys. Productions. That would be fun. That's right up. By the way, that's right up Travis's alley. Travis used to do haunted tours in St. Augustine, and that would be fun. I never got to go do one, but I would love to. Let me get the rust off my desk. Might go a little long. Piper and my wife are out running errands. My other daughter is in there. You're gonna actually see her in a few minutes on film. I hate the stink bugs. Yeah, those are gross. Erasing the palmetto bugs bloodline with my red can of Raid, the twerk of death. Yeah, they go. Good use of snake shot. Yeah, like mini shotgun shells. I have some little snake shots I used to carry. I used to keep. I never really took them out of the house, but I had them. Well, we lived out in the woods, basically. I grew up. In my 9mm, I would have a little snake shot. So, I like snakes, though. They don't bother me. I don't really like killing them. Unless they're going to bite me. If I ever get some money together, I would like to shoot a 16mm short film. Thanks for the offers to help, guys. Now I know where to look for help. Pew! We know where to go now. Oh, believe me, when it's time... Don't, radios. Huntsman spiders. Don't. When it's time to shoot a feature film, on film, horror style, I'm coming to you guys. My son lives in Rochester. Oh, awesome. My sister-in-law, my older brother's wife, is from Rochester, New York. Had family that worked at Kodak, in fact. Pretty much if you live in Rochester, you have family that worked at Kodak. Filmboy24 Con 2025, Rochester, New York. I'd be down with that. Let's rent a space and everybody bring their wares. Oh, wow. You're the founder for 35 years. Wow. Whew. That is awesome. Speaking of the number 2 pencil bit, at this point, we'll need to change that up. I know. So everybody shot their number 2 pencil ones already. Hey, Lyle. How are you, buddy? I love your last Quiet Pages, by the way. That's Lyle, has a YouTube channel called The Quiet Pages. I really like the strangers touching. It's just a neat concept, and what great photographs. If you don't know it, go to The Quiet Pages on YouTube, guys, and check out Lyle's channel. It's really cool. It's very ASMR. Hey, Anthony, how are you, bud? We can all contribute horror segments on various formats, and then Mike puts them together digitally and hammer. You know what, Angus? It's funny you mentioned that. My filmmaking partner and I, we actually spoke yesterday on the phone. He moved, he kind of back and forth between Florida and Illinois now, but he and I had a concept years and years ago. We never followed through with it, but it's when we were really, really making a lot of short films. I called it 52 Directors. I think it's what it was called. And we were just going to do that. We were going to write a script. I don't know what the number was, 52 or 42 or something. And we were going to send a 2-minute segment of the script to X amount of people with nothing more than that segment of script. So where to pick up and maybe a line of what just happened previous to their 2 minutes. And then we were going to put it all together, just let them shoot it. We didn't care how old the cast was, what format you used. what the cast looked like, male or female, black. Well, we didn't care. We wanted just your take. You had to keep the names the same. Everything was going to be the same. And then we were going to put together all these 2-minute segments and form one cohesive, hopefully, fun, long movie. That would be fun to do in Super 8, by the way, because it would just be one cartridge for everyone. Let's back burner that again. Yes, that was in my Ghost Safari expert in my time. You were the Ghost Safari expert. You ever come across gators all the time? Not even randomly. I used to play golf a lot, and they were always on the golf courses. They would just lay on the greens, wherever. Oh, yeah. My niece is Greece until Tuesday. Oh, was in Greece until Tuesday. Kids these days go everywhere with school. I know they do. I know they do. We would visit the local farm. My daughter, heck, in 8th grade, was already in Washington, D.C., and we're in Florida. So, yeah, and it's... she's in high school now. I don't know what they're doing now, but... both my parents came from Rochester. Yeah, a lot of Rochesterians. Are they Rochesterians? Count me in, Rich. I got a lot of filmmaking equipment. Pretty good at makeup effects. This is pretty cool. My son sent me some pictures from a Kodak museum in Rochester. Lots of Super 8 cameras. That would be fun to go to. That's only 45 minutes from you. So we're going to count you in, Gorilla. I don't know if I would do it in New York. I'm not positive yet. I think at some point I would love to just try to have a fun little meetup. Maybe we could do a street walk with cameras and just somewhere fun. Initially I thought maybe like in the Ohio region where it's more central, but I don't know. Touching Stranger sounds like a recipe for trouble. Yes, it does. And some of them are a little uncomfortable, and I think they're meant to make you a little uncomfortable. But obviously, well, it's not obvious, but you would hope that it was all, was all willing. Hey, there's Entity. We were just talking about you. We're talking about the 3 people that haven't submitted their medium format yet. Just giving you a hard time. Good that you're here, though. I'm really, really good to see you. It's only 1,255 miles from you. If you leave now and get on an e-bike, you can meet us there in winter next year. Ooh, that's getting hot. Great idea for a film. I'm up for a segment. Yes, Ben, I think that we thought about it. I had this crazy idea a long time ago. I think it came from that B is for Bees and C is for Crash. You remember the horror thing where you got a letter and then you had to title it based on that letter? And there was a ton of different people all through the alphabet. And I said, would it be cool if everybody had a segment of a script? The hardest part would be making the script, because you have to do it in such a way that you can craft 1.5 to 2.5 minute sections so that they were separate enough that people could run with it, but yet cohesive enough that they made sense when the film was put together. So that would be the toughest part. Thank you, Ben. All right, I want to go over a couple of things. We are street walking Rochester with Super 8 camera. It might be a little dangerous nowadays. I don't know. Sandusky, Ohio. Well, I know we got a couple people in Ohio. Well, I know for sure Nop Top is there. Dave, I know he'd meet up with us. I love meeting up with Dave anyway. Sad that I didn't get to on my last trip to Indiana. But I'm looking forward to meeting up with him and anybody, obviously, that would be interested. A real factory tour. We probably could. I have a pretty decent Kodak connection, but yeah, we probably could, I would think. I know they do it for some, so hey, why not us? All right, so big fat thank you to a couple of people. Well, to all of you for watching, for one, but huge thank you to Jim Cahill, because Jim sent this to me. He sent me a roll of film I'm going to develop for him, but he sent this along. I know nothing about it. I've seen them, but it's a Fairchild. You guys remember these? It's a Fairchild 8mm camera. Now, what was special about this, was that very few of them did this. And like I said, we don't know if it works. We need to try to find power for it and whatnot. But there's what's special about this one. It took sound striped double 8mm film. Sound striped double 8mm film. Now, cinephobic, yes. Well, cinephonic is what it is. I'm not cinephobic, but so I want to show you guys something. I'm trying desperately not to expose too much of that film. We don't know if that film was shot or not. It's a 50-foot roll. That's right. It's a 50-foot roll of 8mm film. But check this out. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this or not. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. But look at the edges. You see that brown? You're probably not going to be able to. There's a sound stripe on both edges, obviously, because you run it through twice. So it has to be on both sides. And then when you slit it, yeah, I don't know if it is, Jim. I don't know if it's used or not. So I'm a little nervous about, because I kind of want to shoot it. It's not Kodachrome. It's that Ansco, I believe, which is what they sold for these cameras. It's definitely got no rim jet on it at all. It's brown, so it's a color film. I think it's that, I want to say Ansco color film. I have not seen one either, Ben, ever. So I was really, really happy when Jim sent this to me. So thank you again, Jim. He's just a good dude all around. Hey, Jim, Mike is here. Hey, buddy, you're not late. Who's late? Who's late to a stranger on the internet's live stream? I'm glad you're here. So this is going to be really exciting to figure out. First things first, I got to figure out how to get it running. It took some nickel cadmium big battery. I don't know if the battery is inside the camera. From what I've read, I have a manual for it. It doesn't really specify. It said it has a nickel cadmium battery, and to charge it, you plugged in, it came with a charging cable that plugged into the bottom, and then there was a tube, kind of like a capacitor thing in line, that stopped down from your wall outlet to be able to charge. So I feel like the battery is in there. Actually, yes, it is in there. I can see it. So we have to figure out how to get the battery out and maybe figure out how to power it up. You know what, guys? If this microphone is working, I want one more confirmation, because if it is, I'm going to turn my air conditioner back on. Tell me if you can hear these taps. Anyone hear the tapping? Okay. Yes, I'm going to turn my air back on because my house is starting to get warm, and I don't want my oldest daughter to start dying in her room there. So the AC is a little bit loud in my house. I did get it fixed. Thankfully, I don't have to use my little portable air conditioner unit anymore. Oh, thanks, Mike. Okay, good. Tap, 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 tap. So, and Jim also sent me, you guys know, I didn't bring it over here, but you've seen it. I got that Canon 1218, the Beast. And this Tuesday, I will be showing you first look of the 1218 footage on the members only live stream. So what's Jim do? He sends me a manual for my 1218. He also sent me, I didn't have one of these. I have an AutoZoom 814, but I never had a manual. Jim's the king of cameras, him and Mike, Flying O. Well, most of you probably have lots of cameras, but so thank you so much, Jim. I really appreciate you. Jim always takes good care of me. So that's going to be exciting to figure out what we can do with that. I mean, this is one, I have a lot of cameras and I have a lot that don't work, but this is one that I'm truly excited to try to get working. I almost spit out my coffee, Jeffrey. I need a Jim in my life. Everyone needs a Jim in their life. There's Cecil. How are you, buddy? Some of us has lots of cameras like me. Yes, Angus, you do have a lot, don't you? I know, Jim. Oh, leave it up to Jeffrey. if it weren't for Jeffrey, and Barry gets his jabs in there, and Flying O and Jeffrey. You guys, I tell you, we should go and have well, I don't really drink, but we should go and have a coffee. Woo! Wait, what is that? Something went wrong. That's all right. That's not anything. I have a Jim in my life. Her name is Joan. Yeah, I do have a couple Jims. I have Jim Cahill and I have my wife Nicole. Coffee. Coffee. All right. Thank you, Jim. One more thank you. I want to throw it out there. This is not any sponsor or anything. He's just kind. He's a good guy. He pops into live streams every now and then. I haven't seen him today. He's Julian. We call him Julian from France. He owns, operates, and runs Back to Super 8, where he sells Super 8 cameras. I trust him implicitly. So if he backs up his stuff, that's what I should say. If it doesn't work, he's going to take care of you. But he was kind enough from France to send me a Back to Super 8 t-shirt. So thank you, Julian. I appreciate it. I will be wearing this on a video soon. Greatly appreciate it. You guys want to see what I just got from FPP? It's right there. Oh, if I were mean, one of those would go up, but I'm not mean. Far out shirt. I know, I like it. I got this from FPP. Anybody want to venture a guess? You ready? Here we go. It fits in the palm of my hand, and it's going to be fun. Limelight, you are so dangerously close, but no. You're very dangerously close. Katie, I just found a bunch of 126 and 127 film in a box. Get shooting. It's not a box. It's not color 400. My head just keeps shaking. Ta-da! Not infrared. UN54, Wolfen, 88. This is going to be exciting. I've shot Whitner. Whitner film, Whitner pan. I did shoot some 400 ISO color film. I have a video on it, in fact. What an awesome name. Isn't it cool? Wolfen. EI64. So we will shoot this somewhere around ISO 50, probably. I bought 2 rolls of color 400 regular 8 last week. Yes. Do you like their color? Do you like that stuff? The color 400, Cecil? Anyone see the last FPP email about the actual death of Vision 3 respooling? I hate it. I did not see that, Lyle. Fill us in. What is that? Hey, Jim from Greece is here. How are you, buddy? I did see the film was delivered on the 22nd. Did you get the film? Oh, was it delivered? You know what? I haven't been to my P.O. box in a couple days. So, entity, my apologies. My apologies. It's probably sitting in my P.O. box. It's safe. It's air conditioned. But I will get there. I will go by there today, in fact. Oh, that's the first time you've purchased it, Cecil. Okay. I got to know. I'll keep an eye out. Are you going to post it on your channel, hopefully? Kodak not letting retailers re-spool Cinefilm anymore. Oh, that stinks. I wonder why. Does that include into 35 millimeter canisters for still film, Angus? FPP will no longer be respooling Vision 3 film. Oh, bummer. Bummer. I'm excited to try this, Cecil. You like it, right? It'll be fun. Black and white, but it should be fine grain, right? So somebody is saying yes for, okay, who was that? FPP, okay. Super Cindy, cool. I'm wanting to try this. Looking for, yeah. I'm gonna post the results for sure. I don't know where yet, but you guys will see them. So Angus, so they're not letting retailers spool 35 millimeter vision stock into 35 millimeter canisters for still film use, or are they not letting them spool, or both, or not letting them spool down like big reels of 16 millimeter into 100 foot spools, or is it both? I just jam my aperture up to the second widest and keep it there. ISO about 10. That's a good way to do it, Ben. In fact, most of the time I just open as wide as it'll go, depending on the age, obviously, of the Kodachrome. In 35 millimeter though, right, Lyle? That's not for Super 8 and 16, right? Yes, thank you, Cecil. I want to see it. Mike, get the film, get the film. It's got a custom Polaroid in it. What? Oh, I'll get the film. I'll go by there today. I go by typically a couple times, once or twice a week, and if I know something's coming, and honestly, I had forgotten. I think you told me you'd sent it. Should start an underground film spooling service. I have definitely spooled film down for people. A guy sent me an 800 foot roll of Vision stock, 16 millimeter, and I made 800 foot spools for him using all my stuff, my daylight spools, everything. I've done it a few times for people, mainly 400 foot reels. One of the Kodak partners responsible, and they don't want the, that's a bummer. Put the kibosh on anything besides Cinestill respooling their stuff. That stinks. I think Flick might be allowed to keep it going though. Man. I knew what you meant, Barry. Oh, just in 35. Okay, yeah. Gotcha. Well, that kind of stinks. I wonder why. Is it because they're afraid people are just going to re-spool it down? Because what about people like me that I don't have a 35 millimeter Cine camera? I know Travis does. I'd like to get one. I used to have an IMO and I sold it, but I feel like if I wanted to shoot like an Arri 2C or something, I should be able to get a 400 foot roll of 35 millimeter film just to doodle with. That would really stink if I couldn't. Can you, get it through dealers? Can you get it through B&H or something? You just can't get it direct from Kodak? Or will B&H even question you? Very nice tight grain. Good, Cecil. That's what I'm looking for. That's really stinky. Hey, here's Christian. I'm going to do it as a negative, so we'll find out. I like negative. Well, first of all, it's a lot safer when you develop it, but I like it because I think it truly does give you a little more latitude in post with it. Bonnie says, I've seen some people on Reddit talking about Kodak sending people Vision 3 film without remjet recently. Yes, I don't know if I wasn't allowed to talk about it a while back, but I was part of some testing where they were testing Vision 3 stock sans the remjet, which I was really super excited about, but I don't know if it ever came to fruition. We need to establish a film production company and make a bulk purchase from Kodak while we can. Just got to prove we're legit. Yeah, how do we do that though? How do we do that? Make a whole big purchase and then freeze it. You know? What is that? I did use the stamp seal on the roll, so be careful when opening the envelope on it, because I don't know if the stamp seal glue is good. Oh, okay. Okay, Entity. I'll get over there today and get it. Eastman selling outside of the Alaris agreement takes away some of the Alaris profits. Well, I know. It's sad that it stinks for the end users like us. And you guys know I'm a Kodak nut. I love Kodak. I like what they do. I've always been a fan of Kodak. And I would always support Kodak. They're obviously number one in the film industry. But making it more difficult to get film like 35 millimeter, and I understand the reasoning. I don't agree with it, but I do understand the reasoning. But would be nice. Guess I should have got some when I could have. They made a sweet deal with Cinestill. They must have. Cine-length reels. You can still get the Cine-length reels. From where, though? But you will be in trouble if you... Yeah, you could respool it for your own use. That's all I would really care about. I'm not really a reseller. You can get it, but you need to show you're doing some type of professional production. Well, that's no good. Say, Mike, I would love to see you shoot some tungsten... Whoa, I missed it. 16 millimeter film sometime. I've been interested in trying it in my sound camera, but I'm uncertain how the optical soundtrack will record on. I have shot a lot of tungsten. The problem is I don't usually shoot under tungsten lighting. I have shot lots of tungsten balanced film in 16 millimeter. It is getting close to popcorn time. Are we 54 minutes in already? Holy shnikes. Dear Mr. Kodak, I've been a big fan of your film. Oh boy. The time just flies. Man. Alright guys, I got a couple other things I want to talk about. Then I want to show a couple films. I did a shoot box. I did an unbox, a shoot, a develop, and a showcase. You guys remember that when I used the Ideal film? You remember that? Where did I put it? I don't know. The Ideal cartridge. I did another one. By the way, I also bought another camera. You guys remember this fun camera, right? I'll get back to the unbox. Hold on. You remember this fun camera? $2. Right? Got it working. The batteries don't sit flat, so the battery cover breaks all the time. I decided to get another one. $10 on eBay. I got another one. You are jealous of the Bentley. This one comes with a case and everything. I also put my own custom run lock button on it. Right there. Custom run lock button. The only reason I got another one, first it came with a case, it came with a manual, it came with a lens cap, and it was only 10 bucks. I kind of wanted to see the manual. So I have the custom run lock button that I installed right here. So watch this. And I wanted to see if they were all ridiculously loud like that one. Yeah, they are. And they also only shoot ISO 40 and 160 film. I don't know how they register it because there's no pins at all inside. So we're going to have fun doodling with that. Anyway, unbox. I unboxed a roll of film and I shot it in this. I bought this at a flea market for $10. Planetary climate control, like a real does it have? Yeah, planetary climate control. I don't know if that helps the climate too much. You have 2 of them on order. 2 of what on order? Oh, of the Bentleys? Record the sound separate with the Tascam and then sync it in post. That's how I do it, Gorilla. I always use my Tascam. So I shot, this thing's funky. The eyepiece is way down here, so you got to hold it up high. It's non-reflex. This is a beast. Came out in the 30s, I believe. So I didn't bring it over here. I can't remember what I did with it. Did I put it in here? This is cool. I can't wait to put this video out. It's coming soon. It's coming soon. I don't have the roll in front of me. I thought I did. I'm usually a little less prepared than this. But I shot a roll. I can't remember the expiration. Guys, this is for real. I opened the aperture up as wide as it would go, which on this particular camera is 2.7. That's as good as I could do. And then It's very difficult, by the way, to clean the gate in this thing because the pressure plate barely moves. And I wasn't going to fumble with trying to take it out. So there is a little dirt in there. You know, the corner, you know, it has the thing hanging down. I shot Kodachrome 2. Kodachrome 2. God, I wish I could find the box. Kodachrome, I don't want to give too much away because I am shooting a video. I'm almost done with it. Kodachrome 2, KA2 in that camera from the 30s. I'm just going to say, you guys got to wait for the video. I was really surprised. The film expired before I was born. I think it was in 66 or 60. I can't remember. It was in the 60s. And it was sealed. And I kind of screwed up, you'll see in the video, but you guys have to, you can just, kill is a real challenge. Check the gate. Check the gate. So Keystones are supposed to have a pistol grip handle for the run button, but they can also have a mount. Yeah, well, I have this. I don't have a pistol grip for it. I mean, I paid $10 for it. It did come with this case. I got it a while back at our local flea market. It has the manual for it, a couple of little filters. It has the a cable release, even though I don't think it has a cable release slot. It doesn't. But it did come with this, which I took off because I was walking around. It came with this plate, which is nice for standing it up. A flat base. So that's cool. Ta-da! Check the gate. Keystone footage. Anyway, it's a C mount. It is a C mount. But I can't wait to show you guys the footage from 60-something-year-old Kodachrome 2 that I would typically shy away from because it scares me. Kodachrome 2. I have terrible luck with Kodachrome 2. Anyway, I can't wait to show you guys that footage. Whoa, and I'm filming. My sister that lives in Indiana, Lori, she sent me this camera a long time ago. And it is a Bell & Howell, I think I've shown this to you guys, a Bell & Howell 220, 8mm, regular 8 camera. As simple as it gets. Come on now. Crank it. Release it. That's it. 16 frames per second. That can't be changed. That's what you get. It has 6 f-stops, ranging from 2.5 to 16. So what do? I put this in there. And it took me about a week because I just didn't do it consistently. That film, by the way, is manufactured in 1971, that roll. So it's over 50 years old. This camera, I can't remember, probably in the 50s, maybe the 60s. So 50-something-year-old film, 50-something-year-old camera. That's Tri-X. Tri-X, baby. But yes, grainy. 16 frames per second. It's about 5 minutes long. So I got a question. We got time. You guys aren't in a hurry. I also have the Brewers film. Remember, this is the last of the 7-roll batch that I'm showing on the live streams. This is the one that 2 weeks ago we opened live, and I said, it's funny, it kind of looks like a door or something like that. Remember, that was the last thing we said. Well, that's scanned. It's ready to go. So I got both. Do you guys want to see both, or you want to see one or the other, or you want to see neither? I can show both. This one's about 5 minutes long. This one's about 3:15. But I can show you guys what the Brewers have. You want to see both? All right, we'll show both. What do you want to see first? I got them both queued up. They're ready. Show it all. Dose. All right, let me see which. I'll just show you the one that's queued up first. The one that's queued up first is the 8mm. It's 16 frames per second. I processed it and scanned. I didn't stabilize the footage so it bounces a little bit, but it's not bad. Brewer's next. Oh, you guys want to see the mystery first? That's fine. We'll show the mystery one first. Here we go. Let me get it queued up. All right, it's ready. All right, this is the one. Yeah, we're going to show it all, Ben. This is the one from the Brewer family that no one on the planet, except for me and you in a minute, have ever seen. It's postmarked by Kodak, July 24th, 1971. It's different than their European vacation. So it's different. It has nothing to do with that. So it's interesting that we somehow, you guys helped me pick, that we somehow ended up with the very last one that no one was ever privy to is totally different than the previous three. So we're going to show you. Here we go. Queued up. Hit the lights. Action. Thought I saw a door. It may be Easter. I don't know, but I got to tell you, it came out really well. This one came out so much. It's a tiny bit over, but it came out so well. And believe me, the footage that's coming up is completely different than this. I know. I have no idea what camera. Look at this. Indianapolis 500. Young Mike. They look thrilled. My stepdad used to take photographs professionally at the Indy 500. Somebody can Google that. That's the starting grid. Who was car 86? And we can date it, because I have not done that. I'm going to guess that was from the 71 Indianapolis 500. That's my guess. A lot better, Jeffrey. Richmond Raceway. Wow. Great track. I know. You're right about that, entity. The haircut. Rich. And now we're back home. Look at Grandma. I'm pocketing that one. That's mine. And by the way, that address 3801 is not the address that's on the film boxes. So they were visiting somebody. Grandma has cash. Yeah, that's definitely an old Indy. That's an IndyCar race. Well, was it? It said Indianapolis 500, but that could have just been there permanently. So maybe they were Formula cars. I don't know. Formula One. I don't really follow that series. Excuse me, but that was cool. 3801. A clue. A clue. Yeah, I think Grandma's house. Was there a Cadillac in that? I missed it. Oh, I have so many fond memories of going to my grandma's house, my Nana's house in Indiana, surprisingly enough. Good, fond memories. She had this basement. We don't have basements in Florida. We have swimming pools in Florida. So she had this basement, and we would all, the kids, we'd go downstairs. It was finished. Had couches, a bar. It was, you know, I mean, grandma's basement. But that's where on Christmas we'd have bags full of toys, and oh man, just so fun. Great color. Wish I knew what camera. I know, it would be nice to know. Hey, thanks, Ben. Car with the trunk open. Oh, was that a Cadillac? Man, I wish I had time. Had a time machine. All the memories I could have had. If you only knew, right? Really, really enjoy them. It is time to reach out to the Brewers. I have a whole bunch more of their films. The only thing is, I'm pretty sure, usually with stuff like that, someone in the Brewer family sent it to auction. My guess is they probably had it all transferred somewhere, and then we're like, what do you want to do with these? I don't care, let's just sell them. So more than likely they've seen them. The thing is, they haven't seen those 4. We know that for a fact. So it would be neat to get those to them. At least get them the digital files. Christmas at grandparents. Man, it was just so fun. All right, so the second one I'm going to show you, it isn't quite as... quality-wise, isn't quite as good as that one. That's how I end up with them too. Yeah, radios, I'm with you. Yeah, definitely not the unopened ones. I think that camera who shot this, they have a phasmatic light sensor. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah. All right, so do you guys want to see the footage? We'll show you the footage. It's 16 frames per second. My darling sister in Indiana, Lori, sent me this camera a while back. I've been dying to use it for a long time. I had an old roll of Tri-X. And here it is. You know, the beauty about these old rolls of 8mm is you always had way more than 25 feet. So if you could use a little less for the leader, and you opened it and reloaded it in the dark, you could get 60 feet of film out of one roll instead of 50 like you do now. It's probably the same age as the Brewers, probably, as those kids, yeah. 33 feet total, I think. Yeah, because they gave you some leader on the front and back, and there were sometimes stamps in the middle of it that would kind of impede the, you know, the picture. You'd get the punch holes in it that have codes and whatnot. That's fine. I think that happened on the one I shot. So it's 5 minutes long. Get your popcorn. Dark thermal imaging all the way. I wish people would hold on to this. Very sad seeing them just get thrown away, because I cannot ever imagine tossing out pictures of. I know. I mean, what happens to your film, your memories, your hard copies of photos once you're gone? We obviously have no control over. That's going to be up to my kids when my wife and I are gone. Whatever they decide to do with them, I can't control that. But you'd like to think that there's some things that they'd want to hang on to. My mother has passed along some things to me I can't imagine ever getting rid of. So not everybody thinks the same. I mean, we do have a young generation now. A lot of, not all, but a lot of the young generation are more, we were carefree, but maybe don't care as much about a lot of what the old people did. So I don't know. What can you do? We'll do the best we can. I'll keep my films until I'm gone, and then what my kids do with them, I guess I have no control over. Probably was amazing. So I have this last one I want to show you. I think you might be right, Anthony. And the good thing is my daughters are really, really caring girls. They're awesome. I know, Jeffrey, that's so true. So I'm thinking, you know, they're very family oriented. So they're, you know, my oldest went in there. She's in her room, but she likes doing her own thing, spending time with her friends, staying in her room. But then she'll come out and she'll want to hug on you and, you know, and be with her family. So yeah, we'll see. All right, let's show this film. This is what I shot. 16 frames per second. It's not perfect. It's 50-something-year-old film in a 50-something-year-old camera. Let me find it. I'm trying to find it, guys. That is it. All right, so it's in 5-ish minutes, but I'm going to turn the mic volume down when I play this so that you don't hear, you don't just have to listen to. I'll turn down a little. All right, here we go. I promise I wasn't driving. I'm with you on that, Jeffrey. That's my dad's owl. It doesn't obviously own the owl. My dad passed away last year, but that's his pond that he had dug in 1981. And he would fish out there, and these owls would come and hang out and wait for little fish. And they just never left. Now that he's gone, they come, and this is my youngest sister's husband, and he's fishing, trying to catch little fish to feed the owls. They'll come and sit within arm's length of you and just wait for a fish. This is some of my family. You'll see my wife and Piper, and that's my oldest, and my stepmother. We're just hanging out on Easter. This was Easter. Not terrible for 16. Yeah, you're right. Gorilla, thanks. And you guys know Piper. Eating her popcorn. Thank you, Ben. Yeah, they're fun. Piper's a ham. She likes to ham it up. The other one, not so much. Might even be, I think the camera was running a little slow, if I'm being honest. That's my sister. Her and I are the closest in age. We're about 13 months apart. That was her getting out of the car. There's my oldest daughter. She is my love. I did my best. I tried to film inside. Obviously, didn't work. It didn't work very well. That's my sister. Yeah, we had a really fun time. There's been as many as 4 out there at once, Ben, the owls. They're not out every day. There's seasons for them, but they're not out all the time. We were in a golf cart. I thought I had more film on that end of the roll, but I didn't. And this was a couple days later. Nicole and I just shot this 2 days ago. And this was kind of, and I hate to say it, kind of just to get through the rest of the roll, the other half, because I wanted to process it and just see what I could get out of this camera. Ben, the camera I used was an old Bell & Howell 220. Yes, I'm with you on that, Angus. So you do, Jeffrey, and I have one of those. Yeah, it was a little warm out. I have one of those somewhere. You're right, call them artificial sun lamps or something. Pitcher's mound. I'm a baseball fan, so anytime I can get near a ball field, I have fun. You won't be able to see them very well, but there's horses beyond that fence where my wife was. You'll see in a second. It's a negative, Ben. There's the horses. Can't see the other one too well, but. And she's like, please don't film me right now. She's such a trooper, but man, I always stick the camera right in front of her. And I can be kind of annoying with a camera. Gate did definitely need cleaning. Yes, and like I say, it was hard. I did my best, but the pressure plate barely pulls away. So it was hard getting in there with it. I was hesitant to put compressed air in there. I didn't know if that was going to contaminate the inside of the camera, so I didn't. But in hindsight, I wish I would have. Thanks, Mike. I'm happy with it overall. It's right about this time that my filmmaking partner called me from Illinois, and we started discussing a charity thing that we're probably going to be a part of. And it was getting really hot, and my wife was like, are you almost done? And I said, let me just film until it runs out. Yes, I'm really happy with the way black and white, native black and white film holds up over the years. I was happy with that, to be honest with you. I was really surprised at how well the images came out from that camera. They're not the highest end cameras, but and Ben, I know you asked earlier, I showed it, but maybe you missed it. This is the camera. Let me turn the mic back up. This is the camera that I used. My sister that lives in Indiana sent this to me a couple years ago, and I've been meaning to use it. And that's it. It's the Bell & Howell 220. Just a very basic non-reflex wind-up camera, fixed focus lens. I will say this. The fixed focus lens on this that we talked about earlier, the 16 millimeter, the Keystone A7, it did not perform well at longer focal distances. Maybe one of you can tell me why, but close up, it did well. Wide shots, it did terrible. Thank you, guys. But you'll see that. That's coming up. That video is coming up in my unboxing video. Thank you, Katie. Looks like negative. White dust and some hairs. Yeah, definitely. My film gets very dusty and dirty. I gotta come up with a way to dry the film. Hey, there's Manny. How are you, buddy? Other than just hanging it to dry, because dust and dirt gets all over it. And once it gets embedded in the emulsion, it doesn't just wipe off. I know people have claimed, well, just clean it. Use solvents. Use this. It doesn't work. It's very difficult to get dust and dirt out of the emulsion when it's dried in. I have a fixed focus Bell & Howell Filmo and it looks good. Yeah, I was very pleasantly surprised with the results of this. It was a little bit laggy, which is totally understandable, especially under a load. It sounds fine right now. But it lagged a little bit under the film load. Keystone is adjustable aperture lens. Is that the original lens? Yes, and I know some of it is, Jeffrey. It is adjustable aperture. I had no choice but to shoot everything wide open at f2.7, and I know that has a lot to do with why things are out of focus or very, very soft at wide angle. But I was kind of hoping for it, to be a little sharper. A real Bell & Howell user story. Get one of those drying racks from eBay or dedicate a room to drying film that does. I will say that I did have some luck. We have such a small room, we can't really, our house, we can't dedicate much. We have 2 bathrooms, and this one here, I blasted the shower hot, let it steam, let everything settle, and then I hung a roll of film in there. Now it took all day to dry, but there was no dirt or dust on it. I just can't typically tie up that bathroom all day, so it was tricky. I would like to dedicate a cabinet of some sort. Maybe put some little computer fans in it, 3 or 4 of those with filters and a rack, and do it that way. I could get one of those rolly ones with the wires that go across. Problem is, it's still going to be out in the open unless I cover that, which I guess I could. I do, Katie. That's I used to hang all my film in that bathroom back there and keep the door closed or limited, and it did okay. The 35 millimeter I sometimes will hang in there, but it is just a battle keeping the dirt and dust off of movie film for me. I used to have a camper, Lyle. Yeah, I used to have one, but I have a back porch. The sad thing is, still haven't fixed the roof, and it leaks. But I do want to buy, one of those cabinets, like you can get IKEA or whatever, the double door cabinets, and just retrofit it. I got a couple spots I can put it in the dining room, plug it in, have some fans going, real easy air. I don't even think I would put heat in it, but I want to be careful because hanging movie film is different than hanging still film, because it's a lot longer and you got a lot more things that are going to connect and touch each other So I might have to weight the loops at the bottom or something. I'm not positive how I'm going to do it. And then I thought about making a little hand crank dryer out of like a Pelican case or something, where you put a roll of film inside it, drill some things out, put some fans, and then a take-up reel on this side and a series of rollers, and then just slowly crank it or put a motor on it and let it crank all the way through. I don't know. I thought about a garment bag, and in fact I had one on order and it never arrived, so I just kind of gave up on that as well, but that is not a bad idea. Yeah, Mike, I think I might try that Keystone with some other lenses, because that does have a removable C-mount lens on it. Yeah, an Airstream would be nice. To make one of those racks, because I need something to dry 400. I would love to be able to process 400 feet of film, let alone dry it. I'd find a way to dry it if I could figure out how to process it. What's your secret on processing 400 feet of film, Entity? Was just checking in and say hello. It's my birthday. Have to get going. Happy birthday, Manny. Mine is tomorrow, so happy birthday to you, buddy. Get a tough shed and convert it into a black room. That's not a terrible idea either. I wanted to put a shed in the back. Period. The city I live in is very tough when it comes to sheds. Even though half the houses in my neighborhood have sheds. Yeah, I might revisit that again, Gorilla. I had thought about a dedicated cabinet, because then it would kind of fit in better if I just have it in my dining room or something. Happy birthday, Manny. Hey, thank you, Jim. Oh, snap. Happy birthday, guy. Thank you. Thank you, Lyle. Here I go again. Super 8 is nice with fresh, low ISO film stock. Anything else? Shoot 16 millimeter. Just, and I'm with you on that, Christian. Thank you, Katie. I would shoot almost exclusively on 16 if I could get the processing down pat. Tough shed are up to most building codes. We have too. Problem with, yes, you're right. The problem with that is they have to be, where I'm at, they have to be a certain distance from the property lines. I have two humongous oak trees in my backyard that kind of take up a lot of my yard. So they have to, it has to be somewhere specific. You can get two 400-foot 60mm spools and a few winders and copy the design for the Morse tank, and it's pretty straightforward for developing. You just need to stick a warmer in the solutions. Yeah, Entity, I'm with you. I'm with you. Here's my fear. When you're winding 400 feet of film, it's very rare that any one piece of film is going to be in your developer at any one time. Thank you, Barry. So I'm worried that it would just, I don't know how even it would develop. It would be so much, it's already very labor intense to do 100 feet in a Morse tank, but I'm definitely curious how that works for you. Please let me know. Good noon, Steve. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day. Happy birthday. Oh, thank you, Manny. And go enjoy your birthday. Underground bunker. Now you're talking. Whoo! Bet the weather is nice in Arizona. It's 78 degrees in Denver. Yes. Thank you very much, Rich. 72 here in Mesa, Arizona. 84 here in Port Orange, Florida. It's your birthday too, Mike. Have a great day. Thank you, Ben. My birthday's tomorrow. But thank you very much. I guess close enough. Mike, I may be way off here. But can you dry the film while it's... You know what? You're not way off. And I have thought about that as well. It might be easier to make a contraption to set the film spiral in. The only other problem with that, maybe turn it upside down, is there's grooves, and I don't know if they hold water. That's a great idea, but I would just fear that I don't know. It's not. It's a good idea, in fact. Container homes as a dedicated lab. I know. Wouldn't that be nice? Our house is so little, but it is almost paid off, and I want to get it paid off. It'll be paid off hopefully by the end of the year. If not, definitely by next year. That's not a bad idea, Gorilla. You got the little button cell sprocket. And by the way, thanks for popping in. A little late, but thanks for being here. Haven't been able to shoot one frame in the last 2 weeks, but I got the special batteries. That's the 625 batteries, right? Or did you get wine cells? You will be 24. 24. I'm not even close to 24 yet. Shame on you, Jeffrey. But thank you for the happy birthday wishes. Film, gears, electronic motors. They had one, I believe, Bonnie. There was a tank that did have gears and motors that looked like the Morse tank. I think it was Russian made. That would be nice. That would be nice. Keep them horizontal to keep the solution coating all the film. You'll be looking at least 2 gallons of developer solution to get it all processed and have it reused 2 to 3 times. I'd be okay with that. I could get around the 2-gallon thing. I'd be fine with that, especially for ECN2 film. It would also be tricky for the remjet part, but in the Morse tanks, it's hard getting the remjet off. But for black and white, the 2-gallon would not be an issue. And there's no remjet on black and white, so that would be perfect. Oh, yours was on Friday, Sprocket. I think you told me that. So happy birthday to you, and thank you for the wishes. I may have already wished you a happy birthday, did I not? On one of the messages or something? So I retract it if I already wished it. Fix you on a possible way to remove... Whoa, what? Remove the excess water. Too long for here. Okay, it seems like I could just turn the tank upside down, right, Barry? Or turn the spiral upside down and mount it in something and then have some air. I don't know. There has to be an easier way. Whew. I got those hearing aid batteries. Still need to... Oh, it needs a little adapter. Yeah. Behind the studio films, they were giant vats with wood square spools. That would be cool. Use them for actual hearing aid. Ammonia wash can strip the rimjet perfectly due to its alkalinity, but I'm uncertain if it would affect the color process. I don't know. I have a pretty proven rimjet pre-bath that I use now that gets it off all real easy. The problem is in one of those Morse tanks, I can't imagine. You still have to wipe it a little bit, which I usually do at the end. An old washing machine, that's not a bad idea either. Email if you're interested in selling me some 126 or 127. If he doesn't respond, Katie, he's on the... I got the hiccups, guys. He's on the YouTube or the Facebook community. You should go on there and he responds quite often, Katie. If not, I'm sure Mike won't care. I would give you his email privately. So what did I miss? How many new cameras did you get? I got one new I got 2. Remember this beast? The Bentley. I got another one, and it's just as loud and annoying. And Jim Cahill sent me this. Oh, you don't have Facebook? All right. Well, I can give you his email address as long as he's okay with it. I'll get with Mike for you. I got this. This is a double 8mm camera that Jim Cahill sent me that takes sound 8mm film. We just got to get it running. That was all I had. I just put publicly. I don't care. Oh, did you do it publicly? I don't see it publicly. Yeah, but we have a really good community. I can't imagine anybody's going to spam your email. So guys, look, I know we were gone a couple weeks, but we're over an hour and a half now. And my wife is texting me. I'm wondering if she... Hey, Rich, how are you, buddy? Oh, she's here. I didn't see it either, Katie. Shopping bag, but it was $300, so I didn't close the deal. Oh, one of these. Yeah, Jim was nice enough to send me this. I'm just developing a roll of film for him. Okay, thank you, Jim. No, it does not have a balance stripe. That's right, Butch. I have some sound film in this. 300. Good luck. Mike, yeah, Mike, did you get his email, Katie? Members only live stream this Tuesday, 1 p.m. Do not forget, members. I'm going to share some footage with you. I'm going to share my first look footage from my Canon 1218. My wife and Piper are home. Okay, Katie, I will send you Mike Flying O's email address. Mike's not going to care. He knows you. You know him. He doesn't need to post it publicly. But again, I know who's here. I trust everybody that's in this group. Noon Central Time. Is that what it is? Noon Central Time? You're welcome. Noon Central Time. Hi, Piper.
Can I come say hi?
Yes, I'm almost done. Here, just come over here. Piper wants to pop in and say hello. Can you sneak through? You can move the light a little bit if you have to. Let me move my table out of the way. Somebody just got home that wants to say hello. What are you doing with your tongue? You're such a goofball. Hey, I just showed the film when we were at Grandma's house for Easter, and you're sitting there, and then you started dancing outside. You remember you and Sissy were sitting at the chairs outside?
Oh, yeah.
Had a good look at that. Hi, Piper. Hi, Piper. I know what 1218 footage looks like. Yeah, you do. Not showing up in the... Oh, Mike, it's because I have links disabled. I have links disabled. Let me check something really quick.
Does this microphone work?
What?
Does it work?
Yes. Yes. Don't mess with it.
No.
Goofball. Hold on, I'm checking something for you guys. Hold on 1 second. All right, so I just looked. Mike, are you okay if I just tell her what it is right now? Because I have it. Sorry, guys. Peace out, Piper. So, Mike, Flying O, I can just say your email address if you want, if you're okay with it. For Katie. Okay. So, Katie, I hope you're still here. His email address is Flying O, all one word, just like it says on his screen name, flyingo.com at gmail.com. flyingo.com, the dot, com, at gmail.com. All right, there, I said it. Woo! All right, guys, look, I'm going to have to roll out because we have things that have to get taken care of today, like most Sundays, and I want to thank every single one of you. Awesome, Katie, yes. Piper, e bandando y transmisio bibu. I don't know what that means. People can send me their email address on the back of a $50 bill. You, my friend, yeah. Hadja. See you Tuesday. Members, Tuesday, 1 p.m. Nicole, is that okay? Nicole will be here. She's off Tuesday. Members only live stream. Great show, Mike. Glad I caught it. Thank you, Ben. Thank you, everybody that's here. I appreciate every single last one of you. And I will see all my shining, beautiful members on Tuesday at 1 p.m. And until next Sunday, for most of you, woo! Thank you, Super Cine, for the birthday wishes. I'll see everybody. Hopefully you guys all make it. Next Sunday, I don't think we have anything planned. By the way, I forgot to mention, live stream number 100, if we don't miss any Sundays, which we will be August 31st of this year. We got to come up with something that we're going to do on live stream number 100. Put your kinkin' faps on, because we got to come up with something for live stream 100. It probably won't be on August 31st, but it will be if we don't miss any Sundays. But I can already tell you, we got something planned for the summer. We got to go away for 1 or 2 weekends. So, whoa, Jeffrey. Whoo! Next Sunday's a go. All right, guys. All right, we should do a 100 film festival. I like the way you think. We already do about 100 minutes, don't we? Right now, we're at 100 minutes. All right, guys, I got to roll out. Put your thinking caps on. Let's think about this 100th live stream thing. It's only 18 live streams away. Whoo! Love you guys like family, and I'll see all of you next Sunday, and I'll see my members Tuesday, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Peace.